Jeez, Bob, I don't need you in today's video. Get out of here, man. Solo drills. What's up, guys? Shane here, not Bob. And today I want to share with you 5 solo exercises to prepare you for sparring or for a fight. Now, ideally, yes, you would want to have a partner or multiple partners to do your flow drills and isolated sparring, which, for example, is like only being able to throw the jab or regular sparring, but that's not the title of this video. Today we're talking about drills that you can do by yourself to prepare for live action competition. And these drills aren't just physical. It's not just going to be shadowboxing, although that is one of them. It's also going to help with the mental game. It's going to help with developing strategy. It's going to help reduce the flinch. They're going to help with reaction time, etc. So let's take a look at the first one to help prepare you for the next time that you get in the ring.
Representing the Shadowboxing Club, Shadowboxing.
All right, first let's talk about visualization. Now I want to start here because this is something that you should start doing right now, and you should start doing it often. Any mind coach or performance coach is going to have you do some sort of visualization. They'll have their fighters sit down, close their eyes, and imagine maybe after the fight celebrating with their family their win. Then they rewind a little bit to being in the ring and you getting your hand raised in victory. Then rewind a little bit to the actual fight itself, and you're always one step ahead of your opponent. Rewind a little bit to the locker room where you're warming up. Rewind a little bit to training, getting ready for the fight. Rewind a little bit to the current moment where you're sitting here right now watching this video. So then this way, when it all plays out, I know exactly what happens now. I train, I prepare for this fight, then I go to the locker room, we warm up, then I go out there, I beat my opponent, I get my hand raised, and I go out to Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate. And then... But you also hear me say this a lot when you're shadowboxing, right? Make sure you visualize an opponent in front of you. Don't just throw punches in the air. Imagine there's someone standing in front of you and they're also throwing punches back. They're moving, right? They're dodging punches. Make it a challenge. Make it as realistic to the fight as possible. Now here's a drill that I like doing with my fighter, Ricardo. Take the 5 senses, close your eyes, and imagine, come fight day, exactly what you're going to see, hear, feel, smell, everything. So close your eyes and imagine that you're in the ring. What do you see? I look over to my right, I see my family with nervous smiles looking at me, cheering me on. I look over to the left and I see my opponent's family with the same nervous smiles, but some of them are mean mugging me. They want me to go down. I look up, I see the dim lights, right? I'm looking at the ref, all right? I'm looking at the judges. I can see everything around me. Now, what do I smell? I smell blood, I smell sweat, it's musty in here, it's kind of gross, all right? What do I taste? I taste the rubber or the plastic mouth guard in my mouth. What do I feel? I feel nervous, I feel my heart beating, my knees feel a little weak, so I'm bouncing around. And what's the other sense that I'm forgetting? Taste, smell, sight, what do I hear? I just hear the crowd. I hear the crowd, I hear my coach talking to me, reminding me of our strategy, and all is well. So then this way, when the fight actually happens and I start to feel and see and hear and taste all these different things, right on track. I prepared for this, I'm ready to go, let's do it. All right, so start adopting visualization into your training, because it's also going to help with the following drills that I'm going to share with you right now. All right, next up, let's talk about reactive drills. In a fight, if you haven't prepared for it, when punches start flying towards you, you're going to have that natural flinch. You're going to close your eyes, you're going to turn away, technique's going to go out the window. So in order to reduce that flinch, you have to have things flying towards your face, right? You need to replicate that oh crap feeling. What, Bob? No, you can't help with today's video. What are you going to do? You don't have any arms or legs. Hurt his feelings. Come on, bud. Next video, I'll let you be in the next video. Let me see that smile. Where's that smile? There it is. No one's ever seen Bob smile, but he does. He doesn't like doing it on camera, but he's smiling. He's like Elvis Presley over there. Now, there's different tools, there's different pieces of equipment that help specifically with anti-flinch. And it's not Bob, and it's not the heavy bag either. You need something that's going to keep you honest. Something that's going to hit you back if you don't keep your hands up or move your head. That's why I love the double end bag. It forces me to keep my eyes open and defend accordingly. And yes, I'm going to plug this one right here because the fightTIPS double end bag will be available for purchase very soon on fightTIPSgear.com. Click the link down below to get email notifications. When you purchase, you'll get the bag, you'll get the bands, and you'll get access to our course talking about how to inflate it, how to install it, and drills and exercises to master it. It's great for accuracy, great for developing rhythm, and great for defense. All right. Some people prefer a slip bag, which is pretty much just a string with a weight attached to it. You swing it and you got to dodge your head and not get hit. Some people prefer a Cobra bag. Some people don't have money for any of these things, but we have a tennis ball lying around at home. So a drill that you can do is stand in front of a wall, throw it at the wall, and aim to hit yourself in the face, but then you're going to catch it with the opposite hand or with the same hand, right? This is the punch, this is the parry. So I stand in front of the wall, I throw it fast, and I gotta keep my eyes open, try not to flinch, and defend against the punch. The closer you stand to the wall, the harder it's going to be. The further you stand, the easier. The faster you throw it, the harder. The slower you throw it, right? So start off slow, start off further away, and then get a little bit closer, throw it a little bit faster. So a couple of different drills or exercises and tools that you can use to reduce the flinch, but let's take a look at the next one. Okay, now let's talk about developing strategy, which is obviously very important for sparring and fighting. Now, one thing that I like doing, and pretty much every coach does, is study film. Watch the masters of their craft do what they do best, and learn the ways that these legends are able to not only use their strengths, but also exploit their opponent's weaknesses. So do a quick search on YouTube and start studying. This is Emmanuel Augustus, the drunken boxer, on the left against Mickey Ward on the right. And a cool feature that YouTube has is the ability to change the playback speed so that you can slow it down and watch each individual movement. Like the way that Emmanuel is able to switch his stance to land a right hook, left uppercut. Can you tell I've watched this fight before? Incredible match from beginning to end, just an absolute barn burner. And I believe this was the 2001 Fight of the Year. Highly recommend it. But if you want to obsess over it to the level that I do, I will take screenshots or even save the video. This way I can highlight different details that I want to remember. All right. And if you want to be great at something, there has to be a level of obsession there. Remember, you got to put all this stuff into practice, but it's also very important that this is strong too. Okay, now let's put it into practice. So we're going to take a drill from the Fighting Foundations course, which is available for members on fightTIPS.com, and it's simply called the block and counter drill. All right, and it looks like this. I'm going to parry, jab, pull, cross, helmet guard, hook, helmet guard, rear hook, slip, lead uppercut, slip, rear uppercut. And then it carries on a little bit more from there, but you'll have to sign up to watch that. All right. The reason why I like this drill a lot is because it's a little bit more realistic to a fight. You're blocking and you're countering, right? A lot of beginners just throw 100 punches and expecting to land a 14-hit combo. It's not realistic. It's not going to happen like that. It's going to be back and forth. So this drill is going to help with that. All right. So move around. You're not just going to stand in one spot. Now I want you to move around like you would in a fight. When he throws a jab, I parry and I jab him back. He throws a cross, I pull and I throw my cross back. He throws a hook, I block, I throw a hook back. He throws a rear hook or an overhand, I block and counter. I slip, I uppercut. I slip, I uppercut. Okay? Moving around, making it realistic. Now you start to think of that game of chess. Add something in front of it. Now I start with a jab because I want him to counter my jab with his jab, and I'm going to counter his counter. All right? Think about that. I throw a jab, he throws a jab, I parry, and I jab back. All right? I throw something else. I throw another jab, he tries to come over top with a right hand. I pull, and I throw my counter cross. I move around, maybe I throw a 1-2 and he tries to counter with a left hook. I block and I come back with my hook. All right? Again, I throw a 1-2, he tries to come back with that overhand and I counter that with my own overhand. All right? Moving around, jab in the body, he tries to come with an uppercut, which I slip and I counter with my uppercut. All right? So a great drill for you to follow along to. Very simple. Rewatch it again if you have to learn it, but easy one, but very valuable, very effective for getting ready for a fight. And finally, virtual sparring. It's a great way to improve reaction time and give you those exact looks that you're going to see in sparring or in a fight. Now, is it the same thing as sparring? No, obviously not. There's no real threat of getting hit by the punches, but you got to make do with what you have, right? So you're just going to have your screen up at eye level, and then you're just going to react to these punches coming in, right? I see my openings, bang, and I take it, bang, bang, bang. Still cut angles. I can still go in and out with my footwork. And then when I see myself throw these punches, I gotta defend, I gotta block, I gotta slip, I gotta cut an angle, I gotta create range, I gotta crash the range, all right? So we have a couple of videos available on YouTube for free, but then we have a ton here on fightTIPS.com, again, for our members. Southpaw, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, and we're constantly adding more videos for the members here on the website. So again, links in the description below.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and sign up for fightTIPS.com. Until next time, I'm Bob with fightTIPS for the underdogs.
Bob, what did I say? Get out of here, man. Sorry guys, thanks for watching. See you later.